here.
Yes, I think we are live.
We alive? Nice. Hello everyone. Welcome. We have got AGAG. All grubs, all glitches. This is going to be a real treat.
Yes, indeed, I agree.
I think we are counting Blossom down. No, maybe not yet. A little bit more of setup before we get into it. But yeah. So all grubs, all glitches. We are running on current patch for this category. We will be using Godhome main menu storage, which if you don't know, basically means we start the game with all the abilities and everything you would start with a Godhome save file. And that's going to also lead to a bunch of pretty powerful glitches that will speed up our grub collection.
The most important of which is main menu storage no clip, which we'll be using extensively through the first part of the route.
Yeah, most of this route we are going to be doing no clip movement, I think. There'll also be a fair bit of Dreamgate no clip, which is the same, but then you also are invuln, but we'll get to that. Alrighty, and so we've hit the hard save here in Godhome. And that lets us get the bench in Godhome, which is important. The bench is what is giving us no clip, and it's also going to give us bench storage here. So you see my menu storage there. We're loading two files at the same time. We're loading the Godhome save file basically into a normal save file where we will start in King's Pass. And so loading in here, we're going to have no clip and bench storage. Bench storage is going to let us equip a bunch of charms, basically wherever we want. And no clip means we can go through walls and float through the air. Yippee!
Yippee, floating flying wing.
So of these charms, the most important one is definitely Dash Master. With no clip movement, we can't move down very easily. So Dash Master's ability to dash downwards is going to be really helpful. So starting from peaks here, or peak, I'm sorry.
Single peak.
Peak enjoyers. We're getting most of the grubs in peak, but I think we're going to have to come back for several others later. One of the problems with no clip movement is that if you go through an upwards transition, you soft lock immediately. Yippee.
Go up, 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 away.
So we're going to be avoiding upwards transitions. What's up transition? So true. I think we're meant to get the hard save on the other side, or the hazard respawn on the other side of the thing. Room there? That's fine. So we're going to be collecting a little bit of essence here. This is mostly for dream gates, or entirely for dream gates, I guess, actually. Which we'll be doing a few of. Mostly to get no clip. But some of it will be just speeding faster. So this D-Dark here is quite dangerous, actually, so I'm glad Blum got that nicely. If you get transition storage, which you get through going through a transition and opening inventory with bench storage, which one is doing here as well, you can control your movement during the dive and allow Blum to dash out of the dive. This is a dash storage, so if you pause during the dash when you have transition storage, you just get to keep all your dash momentum.
Walkling storage too.
Yeah, exactly. So making our way through peak, we're going to be, in this first segment, we're going to be coming down from peak and then going down through into city to collect more grubs over there. And a particularly dangerous part coming up is crypts, because none of the places in crypts light up correctly, because we don't go through or open any of the walls that normally have crypts. So we'll be doing a lot of that movement fairly blind. Let's hope it goes well. Okay, I think we're good. We got the girl. I'm getting a little bit lost here. Or maybe we missed the grub. Okay, this is fine. Grub cat, easy. That's a very good backup. It can be very dangerous with no clip movement. Because if you are moving downwards and you have no way to stop yourself or move back upwards, you will just keep moving down forever, and same with upwards. I love the way this, you kind of slide off the city guards with no clip when you dash into them.
Yeah, it's kind of weird how their shields are like walls, so you kind of just push.
Okay, coming through to edge. There's a few grubs here, and we're gonna set a dream gate here to come back later. The reason it's there is because we're gonna use that acid later to help us get more no clip going on. And yeah, no love key needed here. We can just go straight through the door. And so here you're going to see Blum get transition storage, and then that's going to let us go underneath the acid to put a dream gate underneath the acid, and then we're going to dream gate straight back to it. And this is going to help us keep the no clip that you get from spawning in with dream gate. So now we have dream gate no clip, which means we're also invulnerable. So hazards, enemies, all of these kinds of things, they're not going to be hurting Blom, and they can go straight through them.
The only thing to be scared about are dashing the wrong direction or upwards transitions.
Yeah. One thing I haven't mentioned, which is actually pretty important for no-clip movement, is having airwalk or not. So you'll notice that a lot of the time Blom will be moving through the air, and they can dash as many times as they want, because they have airwalk. The game thinks they're on the ground, so it's refreshing their dash every time they dash. But to move downwards, to dash downwards, we need the game to think we're not on the ground. And so then we need to lose airwalk, generally by using just like pressing C dash makes the game realize that you're not actually on the ground. Or in this case, Blom used a dash slash. And that lets you move downwards, but now you only have one dash because you're not getting your dash refreshed, and that can be quite dangerous. So a lot of no-clip movement. Oh, different.
So the dream gate that they just set is very important for the next grub coming up after this one, because we have to go through an upwards transition.
Yes. And so we can't get back up through that room because we would soft lock going through the upwards transition with no clip. So this upwards transition right here, have to come and grab these scrub without no clip. We'll continue on to the other grub behind us. We are going to set another dream gate here, I believe. Yeah. And we'll use this one to get no clip again later. Oh, Blum got a slightly wrong spot. So sometimes underwater there's just some places that you can't place dream gates for some reason. Yeah, so you have to get a kind of specific spot. And if it doesn't work, you kind of have to retry it. Hopefully that's not an issue for soul routing. I think we should be fine. Doing excellently so far. Like, there are so many places things can go wrong in this category. So many ways to accidentally soft lock that the fact that Bomb hasn't done it yet is actually very impressive.
So right here, we're looking for a place in the wall to C-dash from. Could not find it right away, so we're doing the backup.
Yeah, walls are tricky with C-dash.
You have to find a bit of floor, and you have to be close enough to the floor and have airwalk in order to, like, C-dash off of it, right?
Yeah. If you're too far away, then you just lose airwalk, and if you're, like, close enough, then it's fine. Oh. So this is, I forgot to mention white screen movement. So we just saved the grub under the tram there. And we white screened because we'd already used the Dreamgate to get Dreamgate no clip. And the game kind of doesn't store the white screen takeaway from that correctly, and so the next time you Dreamgate, you get a white screen. And so Blum just did that whole movement blind, which is crazy impressive. Going back to this last peak grub. And then I believe we're heading it up to Cliffs.
I believe so.
Yeah. So, heading up to Cliffs here, we're gonna main menu storage again, but we're gonna chew it a little bit slower, and so this will mean that you might have noticed Blom sort of lifted the head up off the bench there. So we're gonna be spawning into KP here without no clip.
Does that make it yes clip?
It does make it yes clip. Oh, and Blom got the nice belly control there to just go over the top of the transition. Very nice. So that is a warp. I'm gonna forget what kind of warp it's called now. But basically, you hit the hazard respawn in from KP, and you go out of bounds before the game updates your hazard respawn, and so then when you hit the hazard plane out of bounds, it spawns you at whatever your hazard respawn coordinate was in the previous room, which was in King's Pass. So you end up at the top of that room and very far to the left. Very cool glitch. Thinking out of bounces on the way down to Green Path as well.
So Blum's notes say that it's a hazard oob.
Hazard oob. Thanks, Blum.
And then the other oobs are bench oobs.
Yeah, bench out of bounds. We'd love bench out of bounds here. So now we have no clip again. We're going to be going through Green Path, getting a few more grubs, and we're going to use the snow clip, apart from just, moving faster, to help us get into Queen's Gardens through the Whispering Root Room just here.
Yep, we're coming in through the back door. I love that the acid is unaffected by no clip. You just bloop right down into it.
Yeah, it's very useful. You notice Blom did a dive in the previous room and dove straight down into the acid. Pretty important that there's acid there, otherwise you just keep going down forever. It's nice that the acid catches us. It's one of the few things that can actually interact with you with Dreamgate No Clip. Almost missed that transition there, but a nice wings to catch us back up and head back up into it.
Skipping all the hard parts of the game by simply not doing them.
Yeah. Why would you do the hard things when you can just be invulnerable? So, in that previous room, Blom did a transition storage down dash, which you just keep going faster and faster and the camera can't quite keep up with you. Kinda dangerous in that room because you can't see where the transition is because you're off screen by the time you get to it, so you just have to position yourself correctly and hope you're in the right place. In Beast's End here, I think it just happened in fact, if you accidentally jump upwards into the bounce, they can slow your jump speed. And so then you have to jump again. It's really weird, it's like you're jumping, because normally you're jumping at a consistent speed and then you hit the devout and then you're just slowly moving upwards.
Devouts are so rude.
All the enemies that are kind of like walls are really weird with no clip.
So we've
So
done
now
another...
Oh, you go.
I think we were going to say the same thing, and now we've
Yeah.
we've done another main menu storage, and we're going to see a new glitch. We're going to get invuln off of this lore tablet.
But to do that, we do need some soul. Okay, we found an airwalk, that's good. We lost it again though. Okay, so we get a damaged tank. Oh, okay, so Blom tried to stop themselves with a nail art there and accidentally did a cyclone, which does not stop you. But we have found an airwalk again, that's good. Okay, and we should be good. We should be fine. Yeah, okay, and another airwalk, nice. We're safe. So we're going to use this soul, we're going to transition storage here and interact with this tablet, and then use the soul to get control, start a dream gate, and then interrupt it. And now we have Invul. Yippee. Another dash storage there. And so now we're coming down through Crossroads, Fog Canyon, into Deep Nest, I believe. Almost saving these grubs so fast, we're actually kind of close to done.
They are gaming.
Another useful dive here where the acid will catch us.
So yeah, it looks like we're heading to the right side of Deep Nest to clean out those grubs.
So that dive there was a transition storage dive. So because we have transition storage, you can get control during the dive and stop it at basically any point by dashing. Dives are faster than like a sharp shadow dash downwards. So it's nice to do them where you can, but obviously they cost soul and are a little more dangerous. So the real question here is, will Blom guess which grub is the correct grub?
It was one of those.
Saving 2 just to be sure, you know. You love to see the good thing occurring here. Oh, that was a really good stopping point with that transition dive. Oop. I love these sections where you can just hold jump and not be doing anything, and you just like, the night just looks like they're standing still.
Ascension.
Ascend, ascend, ascend. Okay, and I think this is our last KP warp. Yeah, we've just got a few more grubs in Crossroads and City. So we're quickly saving all of those, and then taking the elevator down to City. One of the benefits of NoClip is that the elevator still works even though the gates are closed, so you can just go straight through them. Another cool dash storage across those enemies there.
I like that the Sharp Shadow pushed that enemy and then killed it.
Yeah, that's a very cool strat. Saving that Grub in the dark there. Doing very well not to hit the Aspids in that. That spawned in that little alcove.
No 4MS hazard warp in this room.
No.
Uh-oh, it looks like we're in trouble. Oh,
Oh, we got
saved.
it.
Saved it.
Saved. Very nice save. Here we're gonna get a C-dash in the ceiling. Which is a little bit faster just because we get to C-dash straight through the transition and hit the eco. And of course we can leave before the doors open. I love how on 1.5 they made you move slightly slower as those elevators are spawning, and even when you're C-dashing, you're moving slightly slower. It's very weird. Coming all the way into Sanctum here, just for the one grubby at the end.
And we've got to go around because we're avoiding that upward transition for the Norman room.
But we can use this little back door here. And you'll see Soulmaster spawn here in his second phase, which he just does if you enter from that transition.
That felt like a very brave Wings.
Yeah, I think it was fine. But yeah, a little scary. Certainly.
Setting a Dream Gate here because we're headed down for the Waterways Center Grub.
Yeah, and we can set the Dream Gate there on the other side of the door because we're going to be coming back without no credit after we Dream Gate. Quickly finding Airwalk there to get, so we can get this Dream Gate off. And I think we're coming up to our final grub. It'll be this spider grub here.
Yippee! GG bomb.
GG Mom.
Hi.
Hi, Bomb.
That could have gone a lot better, but it also could have gone a lot worse, so...
Absolutely.
Could have gone a lot worse.
I think a marathon run with 0 soft locks is absolutely great.
Crypt was unfortunate, and the third MMS was unfortunate, but I think everything else was pretty alright. At least I did something about it that wasn't soft lock.
Yeah. Like, there was some scary moments, but they were good backups.
I would never scare comms. I would never scare Blom. It's so hard to figure out how to back things up in no clip though. You kind of just have to improvise. Because depending on what your exact Y position is, you're going to get airwalk in completely different places. So it's not like you can just practice one backup and be fine. I don't even know how to practice many backups. It's so hard. Sorry. I love Grubs.
Yeah, like there are so many different places that things can go wrong as well.
Mhm.
Like
You can soft walk in any room. I mean, Grubs is just
You did
always
really well.
bad. Yippee.
yeah, Crips
Like-
is scary. You did white
Yeah, I did the white
screen
screen.
grub. Yeah, that was really good. Yippee.
Yeah, mama.
Oh, and someone has already updated our grub count. Amazing.
Yo, grub count.
583 grubs.
That's so many.
That's so
Sorry.
many grubs. Ode has a question in chat. What's your favorite grub?
That's hard. I love all of the grubs. If I had to pick one, I like grump shrimp a lot because I save them in TEAG. I also save other grubs in TEAG, but that one always gets saved. Mama. More than the Ancient is also good. That's Spike Grub. Grump Shrimp is Crossroads Spike Grub is more than the Ancient, and Grump Shrimp is Archive Scrub. B.
Yippee. Oh, cool. Thank you, Blom, for an amazing run. Amazing
God.
showcase.
Thanks for the amazing comms. I'm so sorry for scaring you. Surely next time I'm going to do a showcase, I'll practice before, right?
Yippee.
We believed in Blum.
Yippee, thank you.
I believed in him. Okay, it looks like we're gonna have a re-streamer swap for the next race. What is up next?
Up next is Elegy % random grub order.
Oh, amazing.